Hey guys, so I'm back again with another ATV cleaning video. Now, the last one I did, I wanted to go over a product that I had seen lots of reviews and lots of praise on, which was the Maxima SC1 polish for your ATV, bike, motorcycle, whatever power sport you want to use it on. And it was a great product. My only issue with it was, for a first time use, I used the whole can. It's about $11, a can after tax and all that stuff. So, I mean, it can be a bit pricey if you use your machine often and want to keep it looking pretty new. So, I found something today as I was walking through the aisles of Walmart, and it's the DuPont showroom motorcycle polish. Pretty much the same product as the Maxima SC1, but at a much lower price. So after tax and everything, this was only about $6.10 or something. It was like $5.95 plus tax. I don't know what that is in North Carolina, so $6 something. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna try this out today. And I also picked up while I was at it, the Chemical Guys Extreme Body Wash and Wax. Now, I don't think it really gets many more extreme than ATVs and off-road use. So if it's gonna meet that demand, I'm not really sure. We will just have to see how it pans out. I mean, it's probably more focused on dirty cars and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get started and I'll get back with you guys. In case you guys didn't see it, here are the two products I'm gonna be working with today. Now, my bike isn't super dirty. I mean, it's pretty clean. But anyway, I like to keep my stuff really clean, so I'm gonna wash it. I ripped around a couple trails, but it was, it's pretty dry, not a lot of mud, so bike didn't really get that dirty. But anyway, I'm still gonna give it a shot and try to clean it up as best I can. I mean, we do got some very minor dirt. So the SC1 kept a lot of the dirt and stuff off my bike, so I'm not really upset with it. Like I said, I'm just trying to find a cheaper alternative. If the DuPont can do the same thing and save me a few dollars, then it's totally worth it. So yeah, so again, Chemical Guys Extreme Body Wash and Wax and the DuPont Showroom Motorcycle Polish with Teflon. I mean, okay, sure, great. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be using today. Foams up like no other. Now, it clearly says on here, maximum foam expansion technology. Obviously, we all know sometimes that's just a bunch of crap. But yeah, this stuff suds up like nothing. Now, one thing I'm gonna do, I like to hand wash my ATVs. I mean, obviously, if you got a lot of dirt and stuff after a long day of mudding and stuff, then you're gonna want to power wash it. But when it's just mild, easy washing, and then after I power wash all the main gunk off, I like to do it by hand just because I don't like getting the high pressured water into all my electrical components and things. And then just one other thing that always be mindful of is your exhaust here. So these exhaust plugs cost like $5. Always good practice. They fit anything from little teeny stock exhausts to your big aftermarket exhausts. So what I'm gonna do, just slip it right in there. Super easy, not rocket science. And yeah, that stops all the water from getting up in your exhaust. Don't really have to worry about it because I'm just using a hose today, so not a big concern. I'm not going to be squirting my hose way up in there. But yeah, that just helps keep your machine just that much better. I gotta rinse it still, but this Chemical Guys maximum foam expansion technology. I mean, I expected a little bit more foam to stay on there. I mean, it doesn't take that long to take a rag around an ATV. But I mean, I will say this, that stuff smells good. That stuff smells like what I'd imagine like a Disney princess would smell like, if that's not creepy. I mean, hopefully they're all 18 or older. Anyway, yeah, smells like freaking lilac gardens or something. I don't know. So A+ for that, but yeah, probably should put a little bit more of that effort into the foam expansion technology. So yeah, I'm gonna rinse this thing down and then we'll get to drying it and see what this DuPont stuff's all about compared to the Maxima SC1. Some of my Chemical Guys sticky citrus wheel cleaner on my wheels here. Totally overkill for ATV wheels, but the stuff, it's like a gel. It pretty much clings to the wheels and just starts breaking down carbon and stuff. I mean, obviously my wheels weren't even really dirty. I just wanted to be wasteful and use it, and just for the sake of saying I did it. So yeah, just a plug for this. I mean, for the chemical guys, I will endorse this product because it actually works. This stuff, probably really good for your car. Not that good for, you know, ATVs and stuff if you want a lot of that foam to help break down the dirt and grime. I mean, obviously, I wasn't really looking for a wash product. I have wash product here for my ATV, but as I was walking the aisles, I saw it and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. But yeah, not really for outdoor equipment use. Stick to washing your cars and trucks with this. All right, anyway, yeah, let's get back to rinsing. All right, so the ATV is all washed, ready to go. So I got the DuPont in my hand. We're gonna go ahead and spray it on. Now, what you wanna do is spray it on, let it penetrate for about a minute or two, and then buff it dry. So what I'm gonna do is spray the entire four-wheeler on top, underneath, everything pretty much but the brakes and the controls and where I'm gonna sit, because obviously I don't wanna be sliding off the damn seat. Sorry, I'm not on a farm. It's just these damn roosters, you know. Anyway, so, all right, so got the DuPont all shaken up. I'm gonna go ahead and start applying it. Like I said, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute or two. I'm gonna hit all the exterior components, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit underneath the suspension, underneath the plastics, and everywhere that mud usually cakes up, and that's just gonna keep future dirt and grime from sticking to the surface. Now, once I do the outside, I'm gonna buff it clean and dry. Under here, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and it will basically act as a barrier, and it'll keep water from, you know, seeping into things and rusting stuff out. It'll keep dirt and grime from being able to stick later on. So yeah, here we go. So I learned from the Maxima, like, you don't really have to soak the whole thing. Just kind of, just a light mist all over, you know, and just let it sit, do its thing. So one thing I'll notice is this is a little bit more foamy than the Maxima was. So the Maxima comes out really thick and real gel-like, I guess. This is seemingly much lighter and almost foamy. So yeah, get it all over everything. Now I got my seat off just because I didn't want to get my seat all slick. It's not going to hurt any of the electrical components. It's meant to, you know, keep out water and all that stuff. But that being said, I'm not going to spray it directly on. I just got my seat out of the way so I didn't get a lot of overspray onto it. But yeah, lights, all that stuff, you don't gotta cover it up. It's gonna get buffed off of here anyway. But yeah, I'm trying not to get my controls too much. I don't really want to be slipping off of my controls and have to deal with all that. Probably shouldn't really do my floorboards like that, but a lot of dirt and grime kind of gets caught up in there and kind of sits, so. And all right, so now I'm gonna try to avoid my brakes as much as possible because I do like stopping, but yeah, I'm gonna spray all my suspension components, my diff, you know, axles, all that stuff. But yeah, just avoid your brakes at all costs. Like I said, I'm gonna get all up underneath the plastics. So I barely even washed under here. I mean, granted, my bike wasn't that dirty, but yeah, I barely even just used the hose, and the dirt and stuff just kind of peeled right off from the Maxima being on here. So I'm kind of interested to see, you know, this being a little bit thinner of a product, if it's gonna provide that same type of protection. But yeah, up here, I'm gonna leave all this. I'm not gonna wipe it down at all. It's just gonna stay there and on dry on its own naturally. Everything on the exterior here, I'm gonna all wipe down. All right, so let that sit for a minute or two, and then I'm gonna go ahead and buff it, and I'll be back. So I can say for absolute certainty that the Maxima SC1 is better than the DuPont, simply because just the way that the DuPont goes on is crap. It's much more watered down, and when you're actually going and wiping it off the bike, it's just very smudgy, and it does not really give it the shine that the Maxima did. It's much more like, I don't know, I don't even know what to call it. It's like it matted the finish down. It was like shinier before I put the product on, which, I mean, granted, your ATV shouldn't really be shiny, but if you're using a product specifically for that, then it should probably do that. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but you can see how it looks. I mean, it's still got a shine to it, don't get me wrong, but it's just like kind of matted now. Like it dulled it down, and just the way that it went on, like you can just tell, like when you use a product sometimes that you're just not really feeling it, and that's kind of what happened here. Now, I mean, it's clean, don't get me wrong, I mean, it did its job, but yeah, just the way that it's watered down compared to the Maxima, and the finish that it gives you, I'm not really confident that it's gonna protect up under here the way that the Maxima did and hold up. So, I mean, we'll see, but yeah, I guess this is one of those instances where you get what you pay for. So that's the review, that's my thoughts, that's what I think. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, stay tuned for more. All right, have a good one.